Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
At first, I caught an aroma of Swedish berries, a walk in the orchard, a warm breeze, a favorite childhood candy store, a vague snapshot in time. Take a sip and enjoy the refreshing effervescence and tartness of this barrel-aged sour beer. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. Thought I'd start out a little different with that interesting blurb on the back of the can. And what I have for you today, if you haven't figured out already, is another sour beer. And this beer is called Half Remembered Dreams. It's from Small Pony Barrel Works, which is out of, according to Untappd, it's out of Canada, which is Kanata, Ontario, Canada. But this says it's brewed in Dunrobin, Ontario. So I don't know if those are like real close together, what the deal is there. There's a cool little like flower thing on the front here. And it says a blend of golden sour beers aged in oak barrels with rose hips and hibiscus, which sounds delicious to me. That sounds right up my alley. On the can here, it also has at the bottom on this label, it has a date on it. 2023-06-05. So I'm assuming that would be June 5th of 2023. I guess that's when this is canned. Now, I picked this up in December of 2023 when I was at History with Whitechapel in Toronto at the LCBO across the street. So I've been sitting on this for a little while. It's been in my basement where it's been nice and cool. I was getting a little worried that this might not be that good anymore. It might not age well. But on the side of the can, it says, ages gracefully, which gives me some hope that this beer might still be good, even though this is going to be May 29th. So this beer is almost a year old. And I've had it in my basement for almost 6 months. Bought it over 6 months ago. So I hope it's still good. It says Small Pony Barrel Works 2023, 473 milliliter, 5% alcohol. Nothing else on the can here. I'm excited to get into this beer. It says it's can condition, so maybe I should give it like a little bit of a roll. Probably setting myself up for disaster here. I'm now probably going to have a beer explosion, but we'll find out. It's always an adventure, right? On Untappd, this gets no explosion. A 4.1 with 3.9 thousand check-ins. And on Beer Advocate, it gets an 88, very good. So I have hope this is going to be a nice beer. Now that's poured out with a very off-white, effervescent head. It's not soda-like, but it's quickly dissipating like a soda head would. I mean, it's got the big fizziness, like you could hear the fizziness, hear it dissipating. You could probably see it. It started out almost at the top of the glass, and it's just gone just straight down, and it's almost dissipated already. It's calmed down a little bit. It's funny how it's getting toward the bottom that the sound of the fizz has like quieted out a little bit. As far as smell, that smells good. I mean, that totally smells good. That smells. I'm getting the oakiness. I'm getting some of that hibiscus. And some like tart sour qualities. And I stuck my nose in it. Man. Wonder how many times I've ever stuck my nose in a beer doing this. But I'm getting a faint sour tart smell. Not enough to start making my mouth water. But nice oak notes. Some nice like hibiscus kind of scent. But that smells really good. On the SRMs, I mean, you can't see through that as far as color. There's some huge carbonation bubbles in there. Those are big, big bubbles. I mean, those bubbles remind me of where was I? I was somewhere Belize or Dominica somewhere, and there's like, I think it was called the Champagne Reef. And everywhere you go, there's just these bubbles coming up through the reef. These big, big bubbles. That's what this reminds me of. But I digress. Going back to the color here, pull out my SRM chart that I need to get a new one of again. Excuse me. That Famosa's still giving me the burps. I'd probably give this an 11 on the SRMs. I mean, it's just kind of like an orangey color. I just lost my train of thought, so let's jump into the beer. Cheers. That was more sour than I expected. Starting to get that mouth puckering sour. Nice flavors of oak. Blended well in with hibiscus and some like floral flavor. Man, I can't get over how sour that is compared to the smell. Because when I smelled it, I mean, in the nose, like, yeah, there might be a little bit of sourness to this, but it doesn't have that like pungent sour smell that you get with a lot of good sours. That flavor, that's mouth puckering sour. It's mouth-watering sour to me. Man, this is an excellent beer. You'll get some nice kind of hibiscus flavor there. And I don't know if you out there are familiar with like the agua frescas. But if you ever had an agua fresca, one of the flavors you can get is hibiscus. I think those things are absolutely delicious. And this has a lot of that like hibiscus agua fresca flavor in it. And the sourness with some of those oaky notes. And this just mixes perfect. This is the flavors blend well. I mean, wow. This is two big horns up for me. I mean, this is pushing up into the 4.5 on Untapped. 4.1 is way too low. I think for Beer Advocate, 88 is very low. Man, this is an amazing beer. Small Pony Barrel Works knocked it out of the park on this one. Hope next time I'm up in the Ontario area, I can maybe stop by and visit your brewery. Because this beer is amazing. I'd like to find more beers like this from you. I'd like to try more of your beers in general. I hope all you out there watching would like to watch more of my videos. If you do, please let me know down below in the comments. Have you had anything from Small Pony? I know it's a Canadian brewery, so a lot of my viewers probably never even heard of it. But if you have, let me know. And as always, embrace the adventure. I think I just saw some sediments floating around in there. There's definitely something floating around in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now there's definitely some chunks floating around in there. Definitely a little bit of sediment in there. Adds to the flavor.